Hello again, guys. I want to do another video on this strange sound phenomenon because so much is coming up about it and there are so many different theories. Now, I made this video yesterday about, sorry about the poor quality in that one, by the way, something was not working with my cam studio, but I made the video about reports of strange and loud booms around Wisconsin and other areas of the United States. Mainly it caught my attention in Clintonville, Wisconsin and Montello, Wisconsin. And so I, in my previous video, showed that there are what I called fracking sites via this map next to those cities. Now, I was inaccurate. What I was wrong about is that they are not actually fracking in these areas. However, they are obtaining the sand that they need to do hydraulic fracking. And so if we read this, I've already linked to it in my other page, I'll link to it again, but we will see that noise and dust would make residents' lives miserable and their homes worthless. There's one mention of this process being noisy, and the processing plant would be completely enclosed to reduce noise and dust, which again indicates that this is a noisy process. Others worried about noise, health, and potential depletion of water springs. And this is just a comment. But as we see in this article, even though they're not actually fracking at these sites indicated by this map right here, they are still doing very loud underground activity at them. And so I wouldn't discount that as being the reason for these booms and rattles and everything that people are feeling over there. Now, the sort of official explanation has come out, and this says that Clintonville, Wisconsin earthquake. So basically the USGS is now saying, oh yeah, there was a 1.5 magnitude earthquake on that day in Clintonville. There are a couple things that I'd like to know more about with this. Number one, I have never heard of an earthquake causing loud booms like the people have reported, or loud, sounds prior to an earthquake. Every account I've heard of an earthquake, and I could be wrong, that's why I'm asking, is basically just that things start shaking, and the only noise caused is by things that are being rumbled around. And another thing that I'm curious about is that I looked at the USGS site, and I couldn't find the earthquake listed. So I'm curious how deep it was, because if it was only a little bit underneath the surface, this could also point back to the sand mining. And, I've read articles related to this sand mining saying that it's creating jobs, that they're proud to be doing this because it's giving more people in Wisconsin jobs and things like this. So there has been a surge in this activity. So are they the ones that caused the earthquake, or I know that Dutch Sense has sort of been talking about a dormant volcano mass that is underneath Wisconsin, under the middle of Wisconsin. I understand what he's saying, but I live not very far away from these locations, just within a couple hours, and I have not heard from any other city surrounding there that they've been feeling things, and I would think that if it was due to volcanic activity or molten lava under the surface or whatever else, that more people would be reporting on it. So I find it very coincidental that there are these sand mining sites that are loud and are going underground that are next to both Montello, Wisconsin and Clintonville, Wisconsin, or at least near to them. And does it cause maybe reverberations when they do that? Because you would think that poking and prodding into the earth enough times would eventually make it kind of bounce back and reverberate. So maybe they are causing this, maybe it was an actual earthquake. Tell me what you guys think. Maybe it was volcanoes, like Dutch is thinking. Now, the second thing that I want to talk about, and the primary reason I'm making this video, is because another phenomenon that has been happening are sounds that I would describe them as the tripod in War of the Worlds, or the monster in Cloverfield coming out. Just very eerie, creepy sounding noises. And I'm not going to play any of this video because these people did a great job putting it together. I'm not going to copyright anything of theirs, but I'm going to link you. I highly advise watching this. It's really very creepy. This is by FreeAssociationRadio, and there are multiple accounts of this noise. And I'll play just a little clip of this video, which is the same type of noise, and this is from user Samantha66+1.
Noise that wakes me up. This is a third night in a row.
And again, I'll let you go watch that video for yourself, but it's really creepy sounding. I mean, it sounds either supernatural or kind of like whining metal, or I don't really know what to say that it sounds like, except for it's almost identical to the sound effect they used for the tripods in the latest War of the Worlds movie. So looking more into this video, I believe it was in the end, one of the videos that I watched had a scientist or a geologist or somebody explaining that this is a very common occurrence. This is electromagnetic activity. That's what we're hearing, is electromagnetic waves, and it's not actually a sound. He went on to explain it. I don't fully understand it. If you do, maybe you could help me figure out exactly scientifically why that would make those moaning sounds. But so here's what I did. Going off of that theory, I lifted the dates from this video. It has numerous accounts, numerous first-hand videos of that strange noise, and I wrote them down here within 2 days of each other. What I'm going to do for you guys now is go to Soho movie theater, which is the sun, and I'm going to show you activity of the sun during these time frames. So basically, we're looking for flare-ups, for solar storms, for flares, for anything like that that could cause extra electromagnetic particles to be in the atmosphere that could maybe uphold this theory. And so I did within 2 days. You'll see the last date, the 9th, the 11th, 22nd, 23rd, etc. The last date is the day that the video is from. And the reason I'm going 2 days before that is because generally when a CME or a solar flare happens, it takes 1 to 2 days to get to Earth. So it likely wouldn't happen immediately when the solar flare did, because we wouldn't really be hearing it until it came into our atmosphere. So anyways, here we go. The first video was from March 9th, 2011, and we'll go on Soho, and we'll do March 7th, 2011 to March 9th, 2011. And I'm going to let them all go fast, and you guys just keep an eye out for any flares or solar activity that you see. Oops, sorry about that. So here you go. Keep your eye out. So that one was pretty self-explanatory. We see a lot of solar action happening there, a lot of it. And so it's likely that that could have come to Earth by the 9th, which is the day of that video, and created those noises, if this theory is plausible. So let's go to the next one. I'm sorry, August 9th through 11th. The video was taken August 11th. Let's look for any unusual activity or bursts. This coming in, I'm pretty sure, is the satellite. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure it is. Speed it up a little. And what you see when it looks staticky like that, basically it's a photo image of what the electromagnetic particles look like. So I would say that this time frame, this is plausible that that could be from extra electromagnetic waves. I'm not sure, again, what makes the sound, but if you know, then help me figure it out, because so far we're 2 for 2. 2 days or 2 incidents are after solar activity. So let's go to the third video. The video is from August 22nd, and this one is strange because it's actually missing quite a few hours. It jumps from, I'm not going to slow it down and show you, I like you guys to do it yourself because I want you to learn for yourself and not for me, but it's missing a couple hours. It stops at about 23 something and skips to 8, which is very strange. So we'll do August 20th through August 22nd. And remember, the video is from August 22nd. There's that, what I believe to be a satellite again. Okay, so there's the first one where I don't see any major flare-ups. I mean, we see a few coming off of here, but so that may be a flaw in the theory because there weren't really solar flares happening during that video being taken. So let's look again, August 21st through the 23rd, a video from the 23rd.